Hey guys, and welcome to my new news segment all about current events in gaming. Today I wanted to talk about Sony and their crossplay issues. We all know that Nintendo and Microsoft have come together to give gamers a bigger and better platform to play on. When two companies come together with unity in mind, it means more people, more money, and more ideas for cross-platform specialized games. There have been a myriad of games that have been joined together, uniting once separated player bases, the most recent being Fortnite. But the question remains, why won't Sony join? This is not a new topic of discussion, but it did come to surface again during E3 when it came to light that Sony has refused to open up the PlayStation 4 to crossplay with Microsoft and Nintendo with Fortnite. What is really interesting is that this anti-crossplay stance that Sony has appeared to take isn't what it took originally. Back at E3 of 2016, Sony said, quote, PlayStation has been supporting cross-platform play between PC on several software titles, starting with Final Fantasy XI on PS2 and PC back in 2002. And that, quote, we would be happy to have the conversation with any publishers or developers who are interested in cross-platform play, end quote. Now sure, one could argue that they never explicitly said they would do cross-platform play. However, they certainly didn't shut the idea down so blatantly like they have the past 2 years. Fast forward 1 year to 2017, and two games have come with crossplay capabilities, Minecraft and Rocket League. Both incredibly successful games, having millions of players. Players that belong to Nintendo camps, PC, Mac, and Xbox all have the capability to play with each other. You will notice that Sony's PlayStation 4 is missing from that list. Jim Ryan, head of global sales of PlayStation, defended the move by saying, quote, we have a contract with the people who go online with us, that we look after them, and they are within the PlayStation curated universe. Exposing what in many cases are children to external influences we have no ability to manage or look after is something we have to think about very carefully. The question then in response would be, if a world-renowned family-friendly gaming company like Nintendo isn't worried about the safety of their users joining in gameplay against more mature audiences like Xbox and PC, why is PlayStation? Microsoft was obviously infuriated at the response Sony gave last year and were slightly insulted, making remarks paraphrased such as, I don't know why this dialogue has to go this way. Are they implying that other users besides their users are somehow unsafe? And it's a reasonable question to ask after that somewhat vague and strange response. Now, there are a myriad of answers that could answer the question of why they are restricting crossplay so much, specifically to consoles. But it could be a straight up business answer. They have won the console wars for this generation, whether that be because of personal taste in consoles, fanboys hopping on the PlayStation boat, or the limited exclusives that Xbox put out, and the myriad of exclusives that PlayStation put out. There was no incentive for them to aid in cross-platform gameplay. It would almost appear as if it would aid their competition if they did this. That's one possibility. Going back to just a few days ago, when players found out that their PlayStation 4 Fortnite accounts didn't work on the Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, Sony has released their statement after a few days of silence. They said, quote, "We are always open to hearing what the PlayStation community is interested in to enhance their gaming experience. Fortnite is already a huge hit with PS4 fans, offering a true free-to-play experience so gamers can jump in and play online. With 79 million PS4s sold around the world and more than 80 million monthly active users on PlayStation Network, we've built a huge community of gamers who can play together on Fortnite and all online titles. We also offer Fortnite crossplay support with PC, Macintosh, iOS, and Android devices, expanding the opportunity for Fortnite fans on PS4 to play with even more gamers on other platforms." Another very interesting response. They essentially said, we have all of these consoles sold, we have all of these active players. Why would you need, essentially, to play with other people outside the PlayStation universe? But what this obviously fails to recognize is that circles of friends around the country and around the world have different consoles. There are some who have Xboxes and some who have PlayStations, some who have Nintendo Switches now. And the Xbox players and the Nintendo players will now be able to play together. However, PlayStations will be disregarded. Or PlayStation friends will all play together, and that one friend who has an Xbox will then be disregarded. Though this game is free to play, people have spent money, sometimes lots of money, especially in streaming YouTubers or pro gamers cases, on skins and cosmetics. It makes people feel as if their accounts are now hostages, or that they don't have full control over their purchased items. One needs to ask the questions about the ethics of this. Is this right, or is this wrong? Is this smart business, or will this move hurt them in the next console war? What we do know is that Sony blocking crossplay on Minecraft and Rocket League didn't seem to affect them too much. So why would this be any different? Only time will tell. Thanks for stopping by. Path out.